Hey you guys, welcome to my new channel, Panda's Makeup Adventures. I did have a channel previously for Amanda's Pampered Pets, my mobile grooming unit. Recently I've had to medically retire from that because I developed a health condition where when I'm standing my blood pressure goes down. So, I decided to retire from that because it's not a good idea for me to be in a van and faint. I did open up a bookkeeping business, though, that I can do while I'm sitting at home. And then, of course, I do sell Mary Kay. I'm going to tell you up front, I'm not a makeup artist. I watch makeup artists, but I'm not one. I'm just a regular 42-year-old mom trying to make herself feel better. I have always liked to wear makeup, though. I'm looking down because I just bought a bunch of new brushes from Amazon. These are the BS Mall. Because I have a whole bunch of their older ones, but I found a new set that actually has things printed on it, so you know what they're for if you don't know what they're for. So anyway, I'm just a regular person. I like to show off like how I do it. Maybe it's something that'll work for you. I'm now developing more mature skin, so I have to be a little more careful about how I apply things. And I thought it might be interesting. Kind of hoping some of my followers from my grooming channel will follow me over here, because I noticed I have predominantly women watching me groom dogs, so maybe. And I haven't filmed in for little 4 months, 3-4 months, so I might be a little rusty. I'm trying to get all these brushes undone real quick because I forgot to do it before. I like the BS Malls. They're fluffy and soft and affordable. That's the main selling point for me, is affordability. Because, you know, like I said, I'm a mom. I have 4 kids total, 2 that are older and 2 younger ones that live with me and my husband. So if it's for me, I try to get the best deal I can, which is why I predominantly use Mary Kay cosmetics and skincare products, because I sell them and I get a discount. So, but I'm not here to sell anything to you guys. I will put in my description what I'm using in case you want to know. And I can include my Mary Kay website in case you want to check it out for yourself. You don't have to, but if you want. And then I plan on peppering in some other products from other companies too, here and there. So let's do my face. I'm gonna go down and see my younger brother after his graduation from college. Mom and Dad are doing a party for him. So I'm gonna start off with foundation primer. This one is a Mary Kay. And I know my phone is in selfie mode. I haven't yet tried to do it from the rear facing camera. Maybe on the next one. I'll see if I can set it up that way. I just haven't yet. So I'm just gonna put the primer on. This one has like, it's supposed to have a blurring effect. It's really silky, smooth. They say it's good for all skin types. I'm combination oily. So like on my forehead, I'm oily. But I do get dry patches in here. And I'm in perimenopause, so some of the anti-aging products that I use from Mary Kay dry me out and give me a rash. Like I have a couple spots here. So when that happens, I do flip to another skincare line from another company that I represent. It's the Wellness Store, or Melaleuca, if you've heard of it. I use it's a honey and rose cleanser and moisturizer, and they have a toner mist that I like. And that doesn't seem to irritate my skin. So I think it's really just the anti-aging products that do it, which is not, it's not what you want when you're over 40 and you're trying to minimize your lines, but I've decided to embrace it. So you'll notice I have lines up here, here. I smile a lot. I'm a really liney woman. I could do Botox, but I'm a little afraid of it, to be honest. Mostly because I'm allergic to bees. I'm terrified of bees. And they say it's a bee sting. And no, I can't. So let's see if I can find a new brush to try with my under eye corrector. Now this is an older style under eye corrector Mary Kay has. Oh, we have a primer brush. Cool. I haven't even looked to see what these all are. Ah, concealer brush. That's a little small, but we'll try it. Not my favorite. Take my beauty sponge. Let's try that. So, you know, you've seen all the under eye correcting products. This one's a peachy tone because I do get dark under eyes. I've been using the beauty blending sponges for my under eyes for so long. Sometimes using the brush down there is a little, I'm rusty. I'm trying to not like go over the eyelid. Sometimes I will because I just don't care, but there's a makeup artist that I watch, Robert Welsh. Anyway, he says not to put concealer or anything on top of your lid because it can make you more oily, and I'm already oily, so I'm going to try to avoid that. In the past, I haven't. Or if I just am doing a quick thing to try something out, I might not pay that much attention to it. So I like to kind of get the excess off because this is a new one, and this is Perfecting Concealer, and this is an older style. Mary Kay did come out with the newer ones, new formulas that come in a tube. And here's the tube. But I have stock. So I keep some stock items for customers that I have for stuff I know that they want right now. So I'm use up what I have in the closet. I have another so this is another cream shadow. This is actually unique cream shadow blush brush that I typically use for concealer. I think this one's just a little too skinny. I don't know. Trying to not like cause a huge crease in my corner of my eye lids. Let's see. Okay, that's not too bad. All right. So now I'm going to come in with my complexion correction cream, my CC cream. I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand. Now, do we have, there's a foundation brush, flat angle brush, blush brush, a tapered. I was looking to see if they had a liquid foundation. This one might work. And she's a bit soft, which is nice. So I go for light coverage. This one has SPF in it. I'm concentrating, hold on. Anyways, I go more for light coverage because I do have so many fine lines and my deep forehead wrinkles. I should be using, I mean, a lot of people will say I should be using a matte foundation, but I felt like it made me look older. So I stopped that. Not that I necessarily care what people think or how old I look, but it really like aged me 10 years because it was just too mattifying. Now, Mary Kay did come out with a new formulation for their liquid foundations that have hyaluronic acid in it, so I might try it. I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna tap some of the excess. And maybe if I had, what, is that mine? Oh, okay, no. If I had like streak, like lines from the brush, I could buff those out here. And I do get some product that builds up in here when I flatten out the under eye, but I do a lot of squinting. I wear glasses and I'm highly sensitive to the sun, so even with like sunglasses on or tinted lenses, I still end up squinting. So I don't even I don't worry about it. I'm just gonna wipe. I have a wipey to wipe my hand. I'm one of those, I'm just like, let's show them the real stuff. Just like when I was grooming. I'm gonna show you how it really goes. So now I'm gonna take some loose, translucent loose powder and kind of go over. This This is one of my older brushes. That, ooh. I'm not trying to like bake it in. I'm just trying to mattify myself a little. I never really understood the whole baking thing. I think I was a little old for that. I came in a little late. Because I didn't actually start really getting into makeup until, I mean, in high school, I did the obligatory like blue eyeshadow every day. But my mom didn't really wear a lot of makeup except for foundation, and I never needed foundation. I would get like the pressed powder so I could like, you know, take the shine off my face. It was like, oh, Noxzema something. This was back in the late 90s. Anyway, some of the trends that I see online from like makeup influencers, I'm a little late. I'm a little old. I'm only 42, but I have an old soul, and I feel like a lot of the things, I missed the boat. Of course, I didn't know the internet existed until like 1998, so yeah. I call myself Gen X because I was raised that way. I didn't even know what the internet was. I had a kid at school to tell me because we had to do a research paper, and they wanted us to use the internet to research it, and I was used to using books, so I was so confused. They had to teach me how. So I didn't actually do any social media until like, well, after I was married in like 2009, 2010. All right, so I have my eyeshadow primer. I'm using the new primer brush to see if I like it. So this one is like clear when it goes on. If I do a lot of it, you'll see it'll be a little white. But I just kind of do the whole lid. So I'm wearing camouflage today. It's a little chilly out. I'm gonna do a neutral kind of makeup look. Let's see if I can bring my other mirror forward a little. I'm like really nearsighted, so. Try to remember which brushes I'm using for what here, so I can clean them later. Okay, eyeshadows. Do we have an eyeshadow crease brush? Would be helpful if I had all this organized, huh? Blending. Smudge brush. Where's the regular shadow brush? Oh, right here. Right here. Okay, so neutral. I got my big palette. Don't judge me. Some of them are, you can tell which ones are my favorite. This one. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with a more tan base. Which doesn't really show up that much. That's fine. It's kind of what you want on a neutral day. A lot of the matte, well, a lot of all the Chromafusion eyeshadows from Mary Kay are buildable. So I tend to build more on the matte ones than the shimmers. Let's see. Crease brush. Where did the blending? That's what I want. I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it. Oh no, I just put down the shadow brush and I don't know where I put it. Blending. See, if you see the short that I put up, no, it was on my description of the channel. I will show you the good, bad, and the ugly, and the ugly is usually me forgetting where I put stuff until I have it all organized. Which I don't have it yet. That's okay, I have another one. So, maybe a little espresso in the eye corner, do you think? Now this one comes out pretty dark for me. So I only have to get in the pot, like dip it a couple times to get in there. Now you'll notice my right eye is more hooded than my left. So they usually end up looking like sisters, not twins. Which I'm okay with. I am okay with that. Because trying to make them perfectly the same would probably drive me crazy. So I'm just going to blend it a little. Now there's a technique that I saw Robert Welsh do that I really like on him, where he takes the brush and kind of flicks it this way to kind of do the wing. I usually end up with like shadow, like pooling down here because I have watery eyes, I'm oily, whatever. So I thought I might try it someday. And it makes it look so easy. It's just like flick. It's so cute. Probably not today. A different day. Especially if someone comments, do it. comment, do it, then I'll do it. I don't typically do makeup unless I'm going somewhere where I want to look alive. Because like I said, well, I didn't say what it is. I have orthostatic hypotension. So my blood pressure goes down when I stand up. I'm just going to do a little bit of a lighter matte shade here. And if I'm going somewhere to see like people, not necessarily Walmart, but if I'm going to go see people somewhere, and they always tell me that I look so tired, because I am. My condition is very tiring. But if I have a subscriber that wants to see something special, I'll do it just for you, even if I don't go anywhere. Like the wing, I might try that. I kind of did it a little. Kind of. But I don't have time to wash my face and do it again. So we're going to go with what I know, what I usually do, and then we can try other stuff later. Especially if there's interest. Because I don't want to feel like I blended that up too far. I don't focus too much on what does it look like when I go like this, because this is how people see me. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. And then because I know I always get, sometimes I get like a line here that I could go darker with, but I'm trying to keep it simple today. Because, you know, my husband says I don't need makeup. I'm already gorgeous. My mom says the same thing. And I believe them. But I do like to, it just makes me feel a little bit more put together. So I am going to use, for the shimmer, what color is it? Golden Sunrise. That'll work. Mary Kay came out with a eyeshadow stick. That I like. This one, this one drags a little bit. But I have like really elasticy eyelids, so everything kind of drags. But they're good for, you know, they're dermatologist tested for sensitive skin, sensitive eyeballs, contacts, all the things that you worry about when you want to use an eye product. I have sensitive eyes. Whoops. She went a little rogue. That's okay. I can probably fix that. Probably. Where did I put the crease brush? Right here. I can probably fix it. Wow, that kind of set down a little quickly, didn't it? That did set kind of quick. But I don't want to use anything to take it off because I have other stuff on. We'll just go with that. it's probably fine, right? And then I might, that was this one. It's called Biscotti. And some of these colors were discontinued a little while ago. I'm just going to come in to this one. Kind of highlight the inner, inner corner a little bit. Or a lot. That's okay. I tell myself it's okay. I do it a lot. Now, I'm sure makeup artists hate this, but I'm just a regular person. And if I think if it makes me feel better, why not? Why not, right? Yeah. Well, that's not terrible. So then, where is the blush brush? Here we go. I'll try the blush brush on a blush stick, which is a little bit coral, little pinky, little coral. And I'm just going to go up here. Now, I have a long, thin face, so I don't necessarily have to take it up here to elongate the face. But I did learn a trick. If you put it back farther, it kind of opens up the face more. I used to just put it here and go back, and I decided to try it this way for see how I like it for a while. Because as I'm getting a little bit older, things are gonna start falling. Which I've always been the girl that's like, oh, I want gray hair so I can look like Jamie Lee Curtis. Except my husband won't let me cut my hair that short. Well, he would. But then he says that he'll shave off his beard, so that's not happening. What do you think? Not too bad. Not too bad. Then I might take a little illuminating bronzer. Yeah, we use the blush brush. Nah. Flat angle. So I'm not really trying to tap into that too much. I'm not that proficient with bronzer. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm already so angled that I don't feel like I need to sculpt my face that much. But I am white, pasty white, so it might be nice to give the illusion that I've had some sun somewhere. And then we'll try their powder brush. I do have a pressed powder that I kind of dip into to kind of buff things in and out and around. Some days I go more for a bold, out there look, but that's usually after I've practiced it. So I really don't want to look like I have dirt on my face. Not that I really needed to carve out my cheeks, but now maybe a little highlighter. This one is Rose Sapphire. This is a brush I got from Ipsy a while back. It was like 8 years ago. That's where I got into like playing around with makeup again and colors and stuff. And then I kind of fell into meeting a Mary Kay consultant via Zoom and doing a facial, and she's like, well, you know, if you're a consultant, you can get half off on your stuff, right? And I was like, oh, I did not know that. So that's really why I signed up. But along the way, I've gotten some pretty good customers out of it that like to order certain things. Got a hair in my face. See, I can see it up here. It might look different in a different light source. It most definitely will. So I'm going to come in with some mascara, and then I'm going to try and not poke myself in the eye. I'm just going to look in my mirror over here real quick. Turn my brush around here. Oh, I totally touched my elbow on the tube. Oh man, I got it on my other elbow. That's okay. I've never been all that proficient with putting on mascara. I mean, that's my own opinion. My lashes tend to clump together and stick together, and just trying to get it off my elbow. I touch the wand to my arm. Now a lippy. I'm just gonna come in with our Time-Wise Age Fighting Lip Liner. Supposedly, It helps reduce the fine lines around the lips. But I've never really paid attention. I was a smoker for many years. So maybe. There's a lot of things I have never really paid attention to on my face. And that's totally fine. I'm like, if it doesn't bother you, then don't worry about it. It's just like lips. I have rather thin lips. But I'm allergic to the ingredients in the plumping lip stuff. The lip glosses that plump you, I'm allergic to it, so I break out. Like, not just on my lip. I break out everywhere, like all the way around. So I don't do it. I'm not bothered enough to get fillers either. I mean, if you want to, go for it. If you want Botox, go for it. Uh-oh. Ah, my chair. Make sure I don't get lipstick on my teeth. And I'm never going to tell someone whatever they want to do with their makeup, their face is right or wrong. Except for my 7-year-old. I might direct her a little bit more than that. But I'm just like, let's do what we want. Like, no judgment, no making people feel bad or weird or different. Let's just do our own thing. Can we? Can we? Okay, so I'm going to pause and try a new lash. Provided I can find my lash glue. Here it is. I used to wear false lashes years ago. Knock over my light. See, can't deny I'm a real person here. I used to wear false lashes before I started selling Mary Kay, and I stopped because I didn't want to like make the results of our mascaras look more dramatic than they were because I was wearing lashes. But Amazon Prime Day hit me, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get some lashes. I haven't done it in forever, so. And there's Mary Kay consultants and directors that wear lashes. Why can't I? I can. So I'm gonna pause here, and I'll be right back. Okay, that took about 6 minutes. I haven't worn eyelashes in so long. What do you think? I feel like I might have gone a little too far. Then I forgot. You're supposed to put, well, it helps to put eyeliner on before you put on false lashes. That way you don't see like the gap between your lash and the false lash. Because I'm so nearsighted, I have to get right here on the mirror to try to get it. And I'm not that dexterous about it. So I'll have to practice some more. So I did put eyeliner on, like going from underneath to try to hide my boo-boo. So we'll see what my husband says. Because he makes fun of the girls that have like, bam, like it's too much lash. So I don't know if this is too much. Is it too much? I know I gotta practice with lashes again. It's fun. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment. Just be nice, okay? Because I might cry. Not really. If I get snarky comments, I might just giggle, snort, and then delete them. So please be kind. I'm here to uplift other women, myself, let's be friends, you know, all the things. And the world's too harsh. We need to be nicer to each other. Anyways, thank you for joining me. I'll see you on the next one. or you'll see me on the next one. Okay, bye.